In modern financial markets, fortunes are captured in the time it takes a photon to cross a fiber optic cable. Algorithms execute millions of trades per second. At these velocities, latency determines survival. A delay of a single microsecond means watching a competitor seize a billion-dollar arbitrage opportunity before your system even registers the price change. But there is a ceiling to this speed. Our global trading infrastructure relies on a patchwork of human-defined time standards. Network time protocol, GPS clocks, and atomic coordination all try to keep the world's servers ticking together. At human speeds, it works perfectly. At algorithmic speeds, the synchronization splinters. As computing power pushes closer to the quantum realm, these microscopic temporal drifts compound. Servers fall out of phase, trades collide. Legacy timekeeping creates a physical wall of desynchronization that current technology cannot cross. To bypass this wall, engineers have to look past atomic clocks. They require a baseline that doesn't rely on arbitrary human calibration. This raises a precise engineering question. When you push technology to the absolute limits of physics, who actually gets to define the foundational tick of reality? True, error-free synchronization across a global network is only possible if every system is tethered to the absolute physical floor of time itself. The answer to that question begins with the axiom of frequency. This is the scientific understanding that all matter, energy, and data are simply modulations of frequency. There is no deeper explanatory layer. Whether you are observing a subatomic particle, a biological heartbeat, or a fiber optic data packet, you are observing an oscillatory pattern. From quantum physics to digital computation, every law of nature is subordinate to frequency-based principles. The model is validated by a definitive null test. As this second diagram outlines, if you trace the logic downward and remove frequency from the equation, all domains collapse into absolute non-existence. Not even empty space remains. This translates into the Gulf law. Reality equals time, a quantum context, and the sum of frequencies. The crucial component is the FTU. It maps exactly to Planck time, 5.39 times 10 to the negative 44th seconds, the absolute limit. By anchoring the entire equation to Planck time, the Gulf law physically slices time down to its absolute mathematical minimum. There is nowhere deeper, faster, or more granular for technology to go. This framework is secured through patents establishing a global standard. Milestones began in summer 2025, the core derivation, and the USPTO filing on July 2nd. It was formally sealed via OSF registration, culminating in Clarivate validations by March 2026. These milestones create a legal foundation for any technology that instantiates or engineers frequency. It establishes the ISO truth standard, an auditable, immutable baseline that all future high-speed technologies must navigate. This brings us back to the algorithms fighting for microsecond advantages in the financial markets. An algorithmic trading system running natively on the FTU physical baseline avoids the drift inherent in legacy clocks. Because it is tethered to the Planck scale bottom of time, it remains perfectly synchronized with the data it processes. Because the system computes at the absolute minimum tick of physics, it eliminates the synchronization drift that causes transaction errors in legacy networks. Trades execute with a level of precision that allows systems to capture margins that competing algorithms literally cannot perceive. In a market governed by speed, this precision becomes a requirement. To avoid being systematically outtraded, financial institutions will be forced to migrate to the fastest possible baseline. The FTU provides a shared timing standard. Finance, quantum computing, and biological sciences currently operate on disjointed clocks, leading to data processing delays during cross-disciplinary analysis. When these systems all tick to the same Planck scale clock, it eliminates the timing mismatch errors that occur when high-speed financial algorithms attempt to interface with next-generation quantum computers or biological sensors. Updating legacy infrastructure to run on this standard will require years of engineering and capital investment, but the final destination is mathematically mapped and legally documented. The Gulf law provides reality with a new operating system, and universal integration is now a matter of time.